that sounded like swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even when
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
To number 39.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, it's Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. 32-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Ravens 3. Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Jaguars 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
10-7 our score after one. Right here on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Jaguars 7.
On 2nd down, Cottrell. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jacksonville.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
Chris Conley.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And a Jaguar.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Minshew. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down then, Cottrell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Ravens 10.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Jacksonville.
50, play. Top roll, top roll. Check that out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Cottrell. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
31.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
Jaguars.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This one out quickly to Westbrook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Ravens.
So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the safe. Blind till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all nothing but death. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' ride, no we don't ride. I can never switch, now they play my ride.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
27 yards on the game there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good hit.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Justin Tucker to kick.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Number 17.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
23 yards, the final tally.
At the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. A 3-yard loss loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 29 yards.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And some room to roam now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Off play action, it's Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Minshew. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Ravens 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you... And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
The The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up second.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
1-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That'll make it 1st and 15. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them. Galilee rolling thunder, don't hear my cry. Something to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media. Keep us blind, a good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I got time, infrastructure right. I got time, I can all to it. Protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered, doing this.